Gaudy stats. Good God, that's gaudy.
Sitting in my car right now. The battery died. I'm revving up the engine. I just jumped it. Usually when I jump it, it makes a bunch of noise, wakes the neighbors up. Although right now it's 10 a.m. on a Sunday, so most people will probably be up. Maybe some people sleeping off that hangover. Hair of the dog. But I haven't recorded in a while, and God, I have so many things I want to say about this NBA season. I'm watching the raindrops on the windshield. I'm reminded of all the stats accumulating, piling up. Rain's not really piling up, it's kind of gliding down. What a dreary day it is here. I had some beautiful days though, can't complain. But revving up that engine. Gotta get that battery right. Quick aside, I bought this battery trickle thing to try to charge up the battery. It's a total waste of money. Spent $80 on it, and then I go on Amazon the next day and I see that it was marked down to $53. So I was completely bamboozled. It's made a fool of. And I began to write this strongly worded letter to the contact box, in the contact box of this company that makes this charger. And I was getting really hot under the collar, and I just stopped and I said, what the fuck are you doing? Okay? They hoodwinked you, they got you good. So what you're gonna do in your impotent rage is you're just gonna sit there and take it. Eat that shit sandwich, eat it down. No, I'm gonna probably return the charger, but it's all good, man. I mean, God, I'm so far off topic already. But no, I wanna delve into some of the stats that we've been seeing in this NBA season. I sprung for League Pass. Unfortunately, a lot of the games are blacked out, so it kind of sucks. Can't see a lot of the marquee games, strangely. It's a long story, but I got to get the different streaming channels, all this other stuff. Anyways, I've been seeing like a lot of the Charlotte Hornets, for example, the Rockets. I'm watching the Grizzlies quite a bit, the Kings. A lot of these teams that most people don't give a flying fuck about, I've been immersed in. Okay, and I'll touch on young LaMelo soon. Why not just talk about him now? I mean, I didn't really have this guy's looking at me because I'm revving the engine. He thinks I'm gonna charge him or something. I'm not gonna kill you, sir. I'm not gonna kill you yet. No, I'm joking. LaMelo Ball. What the fuck is LaMelo Ball? Is he a concept? Can he be understood with words? Or must you paint a painting of him to fully grasp his art? No, I mean, I was a hater. I was like, LaMelo Ball? You mean he's one of the ball boys? Those fucking ball boys? LaMelo? I see the guy who got arrested in China? No, that was his brother. Alright? L.A. LiAngelo. I know all about him now, okay? I did a deep dive. But I love watching that guy play, and I've been completely converted. Did a complete 180. Now I'm like a huge stan of LaMelo. If you don't believe me, watch like 3 of their games in a row. He's been a little up and down. He's a rookie. But really, man, you look at his stats. The guy's throwing up 20 points every other game. lots of steals, lots of blocks. He's not like an amazing on-ball defender, but he's a great help defender. He's getting tons of steals, man. Lots of rebounds. It's kind of incredible. And I've just been enjoying it. He's herky-jerky. He's got this weird little, like, herky-jerky movements. And the passing IQ is incredible. And, you know, I'm not the first person to say this. Definitely not. But I'm getting Jason Kidd vibes. And if you actually look at Jason Kidd's first year or so, I'd say like first, I don't have the stats in front of me. But his first year for sure, he was shooting an awful percentage, like garbage percentage. Maybe at high 20s. He might even be shooting like low 20s from three. I mean, Jason, don't forget, you son of a bitch. Kind listener, don't you forget about Jason Kidd's initial and almost career-long shooting woes. He changed his shot. He got a lot better from three, especially in those Mavs years. Should have stayed with the Mavericks. The Mavericks shouldn't have pushed him and Chandler out. That was a mistake. He could have maybe won another title. Who the hell knows? JJ Barea, prime JJ Barea. Okay, I'm getting off topic here, but my God, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with the basketball, Jason Kidd. He could not do it. He was my favorite player for a long time. He played for the Suns, my team. I would wake up on Sundays and Saturdays, those triple headers on NBC. All that shit. I would soak that up. My dad would say, "What are you doing? Do some work. Get outside. You're wasting your life." And I said, I did a quick turn on my shoulder and I said, "You're damn right, Father. I'm wasting my life. But if this is wasting life, then I don't want to live." Does that make any sense? Kind of. But, I mean, I did spend a lot of time. I mean, you guys think a triple header of NBA basketball games, that's like, how many hours is that? 8 hours? Jesus Christ. It's like an NFL Sunday, 2 days, like the whole fucking weekend. But anyways, those Suns teams, you know, they were great. Kidd, I think Marion might have been around for the early part of that. All kinds of stuff, man. God, this guy keeps giving me weird looks. I think he thinks I'm like staking him out or something. Across the way, he's in a van, and I'm like parked across from him, in shade, staring at him through the rain, revving my engine. It's a little weird, not gonna lie. If I started smoking a joint or something, he'd probably be even more freaked out. I'm not gonna do that yet. Or maybe I will. No, he's leaving. Anyways, LaMelo Ball is herky-jerky. He's got a crazy... he and his brother both have great passing instincts. And the lob game with Miles Bridges has been a joy to behold. It's incredible. I love it. Miles Bridges, it's been talked about also ad nauseum, especially on the low post, but his ferocity on these dunks is... If you want to see a man trying to just break the backboard every time he dunks, watch Miles Bridges. Get some popcorn and watch it. Once or twice a game, at least, he will try to do that. He will jam hard. That's a nice turn of the phrase there, Simmons. He likes to jam hard. He jams hard. Hard jam. All right, now this guy's he's pulling out, and he's going to be face-to-face with me as I rev my engine. It's so awkward. Anyways, so I've been really enjoying LaMelo, but he's not a 50, 40, 90 guy. No. I want to look at the stats, the storylines of this season through the 50, 40, 90 lens. You know I love 50, 40, 90. I love 50, 40, 90. And, sorry, got a little distraction there. This guy is death staring me. Are we gonna fight? Hope not. I love looking at everything through the 50, 40, 90 lens. This is completely a self-indulgent act I'm about to do, but there are about 5 players that I want to touch on that they're sniffing that 50, 40, 90 smell. I was going to say that 50, 40, 90 shit. They're sniffing that, but that sounds disgusting. Why would I do that? The first guy I want to touch on is not only in the 50, 40, 90 realm. He's sniffing it. Oh, God. Congested. But he's doing other things, too. Ooh, he might still kind of be, that stumps on skates, popularized by Ben Golliver, that phrase. He might be the stumps on skates on defense still a bit. But this motherfucker is putting up a near triple-double on the season so far. 33 games, 26.7 points, 10.9 rebounds, 8.5 assists. Yeah, we count the decibels. Decibels? We count the decimals on this podcast. You might hear some other podcasts that don't do that. We're detail-oriented, and we fucking count the decimals. You son of a bitch. Deal with it. He's a big man. Shooting 50% when you're a galoot like that is pretty easy because you're shooting most of your shots close up, although he's raining threes at a 42% clip. That is up from 31% last year, so that's 11 percentage points up. Enunciate. He shot almost 40% in 2017, 2018. So he's not. This is a step up, though. He practiced. He looks svelte. He looks in shape. I'm loving it. Why am I raising my voice? I think it's because I'm getting excited. Because he excites me. How could he not? So right now he's at 87.9% from free throw. And now, historically, it's really hard to raise up from that kind of hole. You might be saying, 2 percentage points? Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to not miss any free throws. Well, not miss many. I mean, he's got to go, he's got to lock in and go, 92, 93% from the free throw line the rest of the year. Can he do that? I don't know. See, that's what usually separates the 50, 40, 90 gods from the mortals. Now, I say that, and I'm going to touch on John Stockton in a little bit here because I was looking up his stats, and the dude would have had 7 50, 40, 90 seasons if not for the free throws. So he's at 85%, 83%, 87%. The dude averaged 51% from the field for his fucking career. Pardon my language. But I was up here, I was on the pod talking about Steve Nash, how he's, such a great shooter. Talking about Steph Curry, such a great shooter. I don't even think Steph has shot 50% for his career. Nash, I should know that off the top of my head. I do not. I think he might have, but actually, I don't know if he did because he had some off seasons there and might have brought him down. Right? And he usually kind of just barely went over 50% shooting. It's hard to shoot over 50% as a little guard, although he's 6'3", but they say he's probably 6'1". But he was a great jump shooter. Let's not get into Steve Nash again, for fuck's sake. We know you like him, Simmons. It's been well established, you son of a bitch. Anyways, but no, I think, Steph Curry, in terms of volume and everything, he's probably the best shooter of all time. But John Stockton, career 51% shooter from the field as a point guard. Didn't shoot a ton, but he's a fucking point guard. He shot a lot of last-second shots. He was kind of their clutch shot maker, The guy could shoot. He had some great shooting seasons. Just couldn't quite get that free throw percentage up, so that's the fucking point. So Jokic, he's doing great He's not quite there, but he's having an amazing season. He leveled up for sure. I mean, you just look at his numbers, dude. He's gone up by almost 7 points a game from last year. More rebounds. Even more active in terms of steals. He's having a career year with steals. And that's showing up in fantasy. Let me tell you, he's been a fantasy beast. He still needs to block more shots for fantasy, though. He's only averaging 0.6 blocks a game. But anyways, so he's been phenomenal. Now, oh God, we got to do this. I don't really want to, but we got to. We got to shift to a guy that I just don't like him, man. I don't want to hold any hate in my heart. I don't like doing that. I think it's unhealthy. And I try to avoid it whenever possible. But this guy, he's just a piece of work. Okay, I'm talking about Kyrie Irving. I know it's easy to pile on the guy, but he is the most annoying SOB in the NBA I've ever seen. Like, there's no other player that annoys me more than Kyrie Irving in the history of the NBA. Maybe if I was, watching carefully in Bill Laimbeer's day, I might hate him. It sounds like everybody, there's like not one Bill Laimbeer fan, even like fans in Detroit were like, yeah, he's an asshole, we hate him, but he's on our team, and whatever. I guess I don't like Dwight Howard either. I've always disliked him, and it's just sports hate. I don't hate the guy, but like Kyrie, man, I know mental health is important. Mental health is very important. I support that getting more light shown on it in this NBA season. But this guy, I feel like he's almost exploiting it. He just takes like 2 weeks off. And there's horrific things happening around the country. I understand that. But I feel like he gets a pass where other players wouldn't get a pass. He is like it's like, oh, we don't want to upset Kyrie because he's so temperamental. He's so, and I don't want to get too deep into like the personality stuff with this guy or with any player really. Although it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun sometimes. As he laughs glibly. No, but I don't like him, okay? I don't like what he did in the Celtics, acting like he was some kind of leader. He came in and he fucking destroyed that team, okay? Like, mentally. He was a cancer, all right? He was annoying, okay? He was annoying in Cleveland. I almost wish he hadn't hit that shot against Golden State because it kind of mind-fucked him. And also, I wanted the Warriors to win that. Let's be honest. I'm kind of a hater, when it comes down to it. But I can't deny what he's doing this season. He's shooting his best ever field goal percentage, 52% from the field. And he has been, all that shit I just said about him, all that I just tore him down, with some, just some personal insults, disrespectful stuff, just mean stuff. And now I'm going to give him some compliments. I mean, come on, it's not mean, man. Is it really? I mean, it's sports hate. It's a real thing. But, the problem is he's 0.2% away from 40% from three. He's had some off nights recently, so he's dipping there. And he's 0.1% away from 90% field goal percentage. So, he's just a little bit off. I think he can make it, honestly. Like, I mean, the dude has only played 24 games. We already talked about he was out for he's been out for 11 games or something, or 10 games because of, rest, injury related stuff, and then just taking that time off, to go to a party and have fun and chill out and get paid doing it. I guess I should be just saying more power to you, man, if you can pull that off, But I wouldn't want him on my team. Hell fucking no, man. Hell no. When things are going well, he can sometimes be relied on. I just saw a woman run by with a sports bra and what it looked like to be underwear on. She was running really fast. That was I swear to God, I just saw that. That was bizarre. Wow. You see a lot of things in an alleyway in your car while it's raining on a dreary day. Bizarre. Maybe it was a figment of my imagination. It's always possible. Pretty active imagination sometimes. But yeah, man, let's move on from him because he just brings me down. And on a dreary, gray, rainy day like this, I think I'll pass talking about him anymore. But his teammate, good old KD, he's back. And he's been just as good as he ever was. I mean, why even put a percentage on it? The guy, 29, 7, and 5. Unreal. I mean, he never put up more than 56 points per game. 56.4, decimals. With the Golden State Warriors. You know, there's more mouths to feed, you would say, but not really. I mean, you got Kyrie, now James. Although I feel like his points per game has gone down since James entered the fold. I would just guess that. It's just, a feeling I get. But, his 50% shooting has been pretty common for him. I mean, he hasn't shot under that since the 2011-12 season when he shot 49%, 49.6. But he's 52% from the field, 43% from three. But see, he's only at 86.9% from the free throw line. So, yeah, he's probably not gonna get there. He's close. He could get there. I could see him rattling off some great free throw shooting. He's probably looking at it. He's out right now. He's probably looking at that like, man, that'd be a great story if I got 50, 40, 90 my first season. I wonder if players actually take a look at their percentages like that. I bet they do. But yeah, he's not quite there. But I think he's got a shot. I really do. Now the next player, his former teammate, I always like looking. Every week I'll take a look at Mr. Curry's stats, and just to see where he's at. He's putting up 29.9 a game. He's gonna probably, if he continues on this pace, he's gonna probably get to 30 points a game, which he hasn't done since his MVP season. One of his MVP seasons, a magical 2015-2016 season. Where he put up 30 a game and he shot 50, 40, 90. He's at 94% right now from the free throw line. What's gonna trip him up possibly is the field goals, because he's only at 48%, and that usually we've been running into the free throw line as we've been doing these, but he's actually at 94%, but he's only at 48% from the field goal. From the field goal? And field goal percentage. I don't always speak proper English. Is that okay with you? I speak English. I like to actually speak in little fragments sometimes, like abbreviations a lot. But then you'll do it in front of like a work person or like or in a professional setting or something, and then like you make a fool of yourself, and or you say these dumb little words that you say on your own, like when you're in the privacy of your own home to your significant other, and then you say them out in public. Trying to think of an example. It's so embarrassing. What do I say? Like you call. I don't know if I want to reveal this. These strange things that I'll say, but I speak in like this weird, like broken English sometimes with my significant other, and we'll be like, I was with my brother and I started saying that to like his daughter, and I think he thought that I was doing like, I was trying to speak to her in like some weird accent, and I really wasn't. I was just being silly. But man, you just got to be careful, You can't use too many abbreviations, you know? You can't add a Y on the end of everything, like car, I say Kyrie, or, you know, you can't, because you start sounding like a ridiculous person. But, you know, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay to sound ridiculous. I mean, who gives a fuck, right? You know? So if somebody thinks you're weird, who cares? You know? We're just drops of water in the waterfall, right? Just specks of dust. None of this matters. Wow. Getting a little too deep for a 50-40-90 / what's going on in the NBA pod / LaMelo is awesome. I'm addicted to LaMelo. Did you know that? I'm addicted. He's in almost all my DFS lineups every single week, every single day that he's playing. It's bad because I'm just like zeroed in on him. He's just fun to watch. You know? Maybe I'll become a Hornets fan. Who the fuck knows? Who even cares? Okay. So, you know, Steph's at 41% from 3. He was shooting a horrible percentage beginning of the year, but then he just rattled off like some crazy games. Just one bonanza, 3-point shooting bonanza after another, and he's been on a roll. He's been killing it. I mean, I'm looking at his stats. What if he could average 50, 40, 90 for his career? Because he's over 90 for free throw, over 43% on threes, just 47.6 field goals. So that's going to be nearly impossible, sadly. Anyways, let's get back to it. 2 more I want to talk about here. 2 more gentlemen. Now this guy, he almost made it last year. Sources say he was livid he didn't get it. He was furious. He cried too at the same time, like he was whimpering pathetically as he was furious and raging. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that he couldn't crack the 50, 40, 90 club. He was pissed. Talking about Chris Middleton. He was furious about that. That's what my sources say. I've got lots of sources. And will I reveal them? Never. Any clues about who they are? Nope. I got sources. They tell me things. I'm just going to report it. And there's no way you can disprove. If I say ridiculous things that are lies, you'll never know. They're my sources. It's an honor system. You know, I just report these things that the sources say. And, you know, you can never challenge me on them, ever. Chris Broussard. Anyways, Chris Middleton. He's had another amazing season. Did not get selected to the All-Star team, which is, it's kind of insane if you think about it, because he's putting up 50% from the field, 43% from three-point line, and 89.6 from the free throw line. See, is he going to narrowly miss it again? I think last time he narrowly missed it on field goal percentage, and this time he's going to, what if he misses by like 0.1 on free throw percentage? That would suck, man. That would not be cool. He's had an amazing season. What a great player. I would love for him to be on the Suns. I would love for him to just be on a, like, what if he was on like the Mavericks or something? Oh my God. All those open threes, Luka dishing. Speaking of threes and Luka, the dude is so streaky, man. And he has escaped so much heat. He looked about 35 pounds overweight. He still looks overweight. I don't want to body shame, but come on, man. God, I sound like a real asshole. Come on, bro. What's the deal with Luka? What's the deal with grape nuts? No grapes, no nuts. What's the deal? It's an old SNL sketch. Jerry Seinfeld. It's a classic era during that episode. I think I have it on DVD. I had it on DVD. Who owns a DVD anymore? It's all in the cloud. It's in the fucking cloud, man. Losing my voice here. I didn't bring out my water bottle. That was a mistake. I'm so parched. Look, I think I can get through the podcast. I feel like I'm in a desert. Oh, God. Am I going to be able to get through? God, you live such a privileged life, you son of a bitch. Anyways, Luka, yeah, he's been so streaky with a 3. He loves to jack it from way out. If the dude ever becomes a decent 3-point shooter, I know this has been talked about in other podcasts and things, but he's going to be unstoppable. But he's like a, I was going to say brickomaniac? Is that, I mean, the dude is bricking so many shots. It's unreal. And his body language and shit is horrible sometimes. Like, I'm just watching him very closely, not taking my eyes off, obsessively watching him and nobody else as he plays his every movement. The dude is awkward. Yes. No, is he? No, he is kind of awkward though, right? He just looks kind of weird. He looks like I said it before, but like the kid from when you were little that just was always a little hefty, you know, like beefy. And he's just a beefy dude. I know, I get that, but he needs to lose some weight. So does Zion, for fuck's sake. It's all about performance. It's not about body shaming. The guy would be so much more explosive. He looks overweight. He just looks, what do they call it, barrel chested. The dude is like he's like barrel stomached. He's like a wearing like a floaty. No, that's too much. He's not doing that. But he's like, come on, man. Like, for fuck's sake. But see, I say that, but I remember when I was that age, I would eat all kinds of nasty shit. Like, I would just be shoving Bojangles down my gullet all day long. So maybe I should just walk it all back. No, I'm not going to walk it all back. These guys should be in better shape. And they were like, well, Luka didn't have access to a basketball court and workout equipment when he was, when he was back in Slovenia, during the end of the playoffs and to the season. It's like, come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, the Mavericks should have built him a gym to play in the moment he got back. Or, like, there's just no excuse. Like, the dude's a millionaire. There's so much money and shit tied to that guy. Like, you can't get him, like, a proper workout center. Like, build it in his parents' backyard. Wherever the fuck he was staying, shoving that delicious... God, I'm like almost spitting all over the mic here. I'm parched, man. I need to drink some water. Shoving that delicious Slovenian food, those thick sauces and meats down his gullet all day long, just shoving it in the pie hole. You telling me he couldn't get him a basketball goal? Like, what was he doing all day? Because he comes back and he was really bad and the Mavericks sucked. And he was, throwing little hissy fits, and he's out of shape, and he's huffing and puffing. He looks a lot better now. I love Luka. I think the Suns should have drafted him. That was a colossal mistake. Ayton's looking okay, but anyways, come the fuck on. Anyways, it's quite an aside there. Chris Middleton. Can he and Giannis, I don't know, start winning some games? Why does Coach Bud always look so exasperated? Red-faced, with a look of pure anguish on his face at all times. From the moment the ball tips up to the moment he goes to sleep. That look of anguish when he's in the bed. Oh, God, please make it stop. I don't know, like, that can't be good for the players. You look over your coach and he's like grimacing with his weird, like somebody just grabbed him in the buttocks and the balls, squeezing his nuts, and he's just like, that's the way it looks. They look over at him and there's just something weird about that team that, like, it's been talked about again. It's all been done in this game, but I don't have a lot of confidence in them in the playoffs. Do you? Do you? Answer me. I mean, he I remember when Shaq called Stan Van Gundy the master of panic. I always thought that was such a mean thing to say, but it's a pretty biting insult, and I'm starting to get the feeling that Coach Bud is the heir apparent. He's the master of panic and waiting. He's already displayed it in the playoffs multiple times. I mean, last year was complete shit show failure. That was like a bed shitting the likes of which we don't see very often. It was sad and pathetic, and I feel bad for the Bucks fans. I really do. But Middleton is, he's lived up to his end of the bargain. He's been amazing. Giannis has been amazing. Giannis, I feel like, has gotten better this year. He looks better to me. Still, the free throws are horrific, and they are sad. They depress me. But besides that, the dude is playing great. He's had some good three-point barrages here and there. I mean, he can also go like 0 for 7, 0 for 9. He can do that to you. He's trying to learn. He'll get there. I think if he just stick to that straightaway three at the very top of the key. I feel like that's the easiest one, and he can hit that. I feel like he hits that with more regularity. The other ones, be curious to see what his percentage is from the top of the key. Anyways, Chris Middleton, another great season. I hope he gets it. I feel like he probably has the best shot. I don't know. It's going to be close. The next guy, I saved him for last because he is completely in fuego. And he's been in fuego basically the entire season. And this guy took a lot of flack. And he deservedly so. He deservedly took a lot of flack. Okay? 51% from the field. All right? 47% from 3 on 7 attempts. I should have been saying these attempts as I've been saying these stats, but too late now. Can't go back in time. Can't rewind. What if I went back and edited in like on 5 attempts, on 3 attempts, No, I'm not going to do that. Are you fucking kidding me? 51% even. That's the first time in his career he shot over 50% from the field. Pretty miraculous. The first time he shot over 46% from the field. So he's on another plane. This is like Paul George. Did I say his name yet? Paul George times 1,000. No. It's just like the best version of Paul George. This is, he's 30. He's in his, what season is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11th year? Wow. 10th year? It's around there. Looks like it's his 11th season. Okay. He's playing amazing, man. Like, how else do you want to say it? Like, 47% from 3 is incredible. That's like, and on 7 attempts, unreal. Like, just unbelievable. 23 points a game. He's still getting a lot of steals. Well, it's just 1.2. A couple of years ago, he got 2.2. That was amazing. He was the steals leader, I believe, that year. But what's holding him back is the 88.5% from the free throw line. That's what's holding him back. There's always something. So for a while there, there was people who were 50, 40, 90, but they've all started to slowly tail off. That's always what happens, man. Beginning of the year is always an article. Could so-and-so? Could Zach LaVine shoot 50, 40, 90? And sure enough, Zach LaVine is having an amazing year, but I believe he's not going to get there. Let me see. I have this article open right now. Zach LaVine has been playing amazing, though. My God. I'm going to look him up really fast because there's been a lot of debate about Zach LaVine. I feel like he's completely leveled up. I am a believer. Yeah, his defense sucks, but so does like Devin Booker's, and so does like, a lot of these shooting guards defense suck, and it's just, he's working at it. He'll be serviceable. The dude is shooting 52% from the field, and a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a shooter's league now. It's it's because there's no fans. Yeah, I get all that, but whatever. All these guys are on the same plane, so it's like they're all experiencing the same shit. So if somebody, levels up, you got to take notice because other guys aren't leveling up. All right. And he's shooting 52% on 19.6 shots a game, 52.4. He's at 44% on threes and 8.1 attempts. The only thing holding him back is the free throws. Again, 85.7%. So, but like, a lot of people are just dismissing what he's doing. It's stupid. I mean, why? Why would you do that? Like, it's just because they have this image of who he is, and they hate that. They hate that image with a passion. They see his face. They just don't like his face. Like, I think there's that scene in Step Brother. He's like, I just don't like your face. And there's just, you hate to like admit that, but sometimes you just don't like someone's face, And I'm not really one of those people. From a certain angle, I can look like the Elephant Man, So who am I to judge someone's appearance? But some people are like that, man. Some people are like that. It's all about the aesthetics, and they just don't like his face. It has nothing to do with his game. They don't like the way he looks. I don't know what the fuck it is, because the man has been amazing. Yeah, he's not playing for an amazing team, but like, the Bulls have gotten better. It's like, give these guys a fucking chance. I mean, he's like 25 years old, I think. Yeah, he's 25 years old. For fuck's sake. Now, they are talking about how he might command a supermax salary. And that's an interesting debate. Because if he's your best player, what's that mean? He's just an amazing, efficient volume shooter. He's had some great moments against good teams this year. He's also had some awful moments. I think against Philadelphia, he kind of struggled. But, look through his game logs. They're very attractive, very efficient. He's had some amazing late game moments. Just baby steps with these guys. He's 25. Like, remember, I hate to bring everything back to Jordan, but like, the dude was like a Zach LaVine type. Jordan was a Zach LaVine type. Did you just say that? No, but like, he was just a pure scorer, shot maker. I mean, fucking Zach LaVine, how many points is he averaging? And see, I'm one of the, okay, 28.7. So he's gone up. He was 25.5 last year, but that was on 45% shooting. He's 52% shooting this year. It will be interesting to see what happens when the crowd comes back, how that affects his shooting, especially on the road. Because it will affect it. The crowd starts booing you and heckling you and everything. Like, you're talking like you would know. Would you play some NBA ball, Simmons? On NBA Street 2? You better believe it, bitch. I should fire that up again. It's been a little while. Whoa. All the sound effects, so good. Anyways, I think that about does it. I mean, just wanted to check in. There's a lot of other things percolating, stats-wise, with this season. So I will be checking back in with you, hopefully sooner rather than later. But until then, I want to thank you very much for opening your ears, those little ear holes, up and inserting the Gaudy Stats podcast into them. Much appreciated. Bye-bye. Okay? Thanks for listening. Bye-bye. Get the fuck out of here. See you later. Bye-bye. Fuck you. Just kidding. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
So God. So God. Gaudy stats.